All right, hi guys, welcome to Module 4. At this point, you're halfway, a little over halfway through the semester. So hopefully you guys are doing well and you're happy with your grades. As always, if you have questions or anything like that, definitely email me. But the nice thing about online, everything is right there. So you should have a pretty good understanding of where your grade is at this point. So module 4, it's a nice, fun chat. It's lighter content maybe than what we've been covering up to this point, especially after we covered all those macronutrients. It's on antioxidants and phytochemicals. So when we talk about eating whole foods as versus supplements and things like that, or people that are like, well, I don't worry as much about what I eat because I take my, my vitamins. So this is where that really brings home that point of eating whole foods is important, because besides those 6 nutrients that we need, so your protein, fat, carbohydrates, water, vitamins, and minerals, you also have that extra element, especially when it comes to your fruits and vegetables and legumes and plant-based sources of those antioxidant factors and those phytochemicals that provide those the extra boost to your body and the maintenance and the protection that it can provide, which is what all the research is based on. So when we look at research based on antioxidants and phytochemicals providing that extra health boost to your body, it's coming from those whole food factors. So looking at that content and how it looks for you guys submitting different assignments. So for the discussion question, obviously it's all focused around the chapters that you're covering on antioxidants and phytochemicals. But for the written assignment, hopefully this will be more fun than anything else. Really make sure for your written assignments you read through them. Sometimes, and I've done it before in the past as a student, you look at a written assignment and you get either really excited or you start being like, yep, I think I know what she wants, and you kind of run with it. Make sure you really read through it, and even after you start writing it and doing the project, just read through it again just to make sure that you are catching all the content that you need to have in there. I'm not terribly picky on format, other than just making sure that the writing makes sense and it flows, just general proper writing skills. But the really big thing I hone in on is I want all the content to be there. So for this writing assignment, it's where you take preferably a recipe that you use on a daily basis, because a lot of these writing assignments, we want it to be applicable to your lifestyle. So hopefully even after you're done with this course, you have a lot of things that you can use in your daily living that you've learned from this class that are beneficial as you go forward. So try to pick a recipe that you love, or maybe it's a recipe in the family you don't cook a lot but you love enjoying it for whatever occasion, and analyze that recipe. So you want to look at just like you did when you tracked your nutrients, you want to use that same app, and it should have a feature where you can put in a recipe, but if you can find a food that's relatively close to it, you can do it that way. And then when you look through the recipe and say, hey, these areas are maybe, going back to the food label, nutrients that are over 20% are considered a good, or not a good source, a high source. Below 5% is a low source. So identifying nutrients that are, in a high amount, that might be good or bad. Same with low sources, if they're good or bad nutrients. For example, sodium. If it tends to be really high in sodium, that might be something you want to try to decrease. But say it's really high in fiber, that's something that you're like, yeah, great, I don't want to change that. Or if anything, I can try to up it a little bit. And then try to have fun on little substitutes you can change the nutritional value to kind of up your ante for your recipe. So whether that's adding black beans to your different chocolate desserts, or adding some people like to, for a lot of their baked goods, they could add flaxseed, or even chia seeds or wheat germ. Some people, when you have sauce-based dishes, they sometimes puree spinach or carrots and kind of bulk up that sauce part for those added, if you want to take it in a phytochemical antioxidant direction, because that's what our module is on, you could do that. So if you want to try to sneak some 4 fruits or veggies, legumes in there, that'd be great. And then kind of go from there on how you think that will change the nutritional content. And then of course you always have your quiz. So if you have any questions, definitely email me. But for the most part, have fun with this assignment. Make sure you do your discussion post and that you reply also to another student to get full credit, and then your quiz. So good luck and have fun.